and today we will be discussing about the fact that Karnataka is now the fourth worst hit state. So COVID-19 cases have been rising exponentially in Karnataka. The state has now overtaken Gujarat and is at the fourth spot among the worst hit COVID-19 states. In the first 2 weeks of July, the state has added around 29,000 new cases. The state government says the exponential rise is due to targeted testing of primary and secondary contacts of people infected. Let's talk about the current numbers in the state before we proceed. So, state's positive cases right now stand at over 47,000, while the active cases are at 27,800. Now, what's alarming is that what I would like to draw your attention towards are the state's death toll numbers, which seem to be very fast inching towards the 1,000 mark. On the 15th of July, Karnataka registered its highest single-day spike in COVID-19 cases. 3,176 fresh cases reported in 24 hours, 1,975 alone in Bengaluru. While, since we were talking about the death rate, 87 deaths were reported in just a span of 24 hours. Over 22,000 active cases are from Bengaluru urban and 409 are from Bengaluru rural. So on the 14th of July, Karnataka overtook Gujarat in the number of cases and now stands at the fourth spot among the worst hit states in the country. Karnataka government also came under the scanner quite a number of times for not perhaps conducting enough tests. But as per the reports, the tests, in fact, have now increased. So, as per a leading daily, Karnataka was testing between 12,000 to 14,000 samples every day. That has now been increased to more than 20,000 samples. That's of course, Karnataka on one side continues to register highest number of cases, and on the other side, we have seen Bengaluru, already has stepped into lockdown. Bengaluru urban and Bengaluru rural has already stepped into lockdown. It was also very, very important and of course was implemented by the state government given the exponential rise, particularly in Bengaluru. The fact is that in the total tally, over 50% from the cases are from Bengaluru. To joining me live on this special Facebook Live is, in fact, Dr. Satya, who is a pulmonologist. Thank you very much, Dr. Satya, for taking out some time. Do tell us, the state has added around 29,000 new cases in the first 2 weeks of July. What, according to you, is the reason behind the exponential rise?
Yes, there are many reasons. Today morning, I just saw on the social media apparently well-known gentleman who spoke on, the fact that COVID is a conspiracy theory. So the thing is, he is a powerful person and is forwarding this social media, which actually, when translated from Kannada to English, says that if you just put lime juice into the nose, COVID will die down. And there is no need for quarantine, there is no need for a mask and things like that. So one of the main factors, apart from the fact that testing has scaled up, therefore we are detecting new ones, that is not the issue, I think. I think the main issue is we are not showing the seriousness that we should have shown. Point number one. That is, we, when I say we the public.
All right.
When on numerous occasions we do see this, they are happily putting on the mask, which is a good relief, but when you want to talk, you want to pull the mask down. Now look at this. When you talk, that is the time you should have the mask on. That is the time when we would infect somebody. Mm-hmm. So there are a number of things, including misleading, social media thing, quackery, advice unsolicited, and this is influencing some portion of the population.
All right. So, Dr. Satya, IISc study has predicted 2.1 lakh cases in Karnataka by September 1. From being a state which was hailed as a role model for curbing the spread of COVID-19 to being the worst affected, how did we let it happen?
Number one factor is as soon as the lockdown 4 was lifted and unlock 1 started, caution was thrown to the wind. I would say every sector. There was a kind of probably feeling that, we have contained it, we have won the battle. So people started dropping the guard. That is one. Second, the scalability and healthcare service, tracing, which was the best in the state, may have not functioned given the huge surge in the number over a very short period of time.
All right. So, Dr. Satya, are the increasing numbers the result of increasing testing?
Maybe a part of it could be attributed to increased testing because we are seeing number of people with symptoms, 5 to 6 days, they have not bothered about the symptom. Then they have got worried. Then they go and get tested. And when some of them, when they come, they are quite sick. So we are seeing a whole different dynamics here. The only good thing that we could say is recovery rate is perhaps good. But I would not look at death rate as percentage. Every single individual who dies is a death that could have been prevented. It is a big loss for that person's family, community, everything. So we should, I saw some, videos where luminaries are talking, saying it's only 1% of the population and things like that. No, I don't think that is a very, not a desirable way of projecting things. Yes, there are two types of projection. Would you really rely on that projection? Honestly, I would not, because one says 87,000 is the projected by 15th of August. Another says we could even exceed 2 lakhs. Both are scary, but how do we get to that number? Do we go very slow? Is the growth rate going to drop from 3% and less per day? Those are the things, because it can overwhelm the healthcare facility.
All right. So, Dr. Satya, people are panicked, and looking at the numbers, we really cannot blame them. The numbers are a bit scary, but is it a panicky situation?
Well, it is a panicky situation only as much as to take, much care. Even now it is not late. Please do not venture out. If you venture out, whether it is a close friend, oh, I know him, he is healthy, I will take my mask off. No, don't do that. So we just have to take every possible precaution, and that is all we can hope for.
All right.
Because we don't want the healthcare system to be overwhelmed.
All right. Dr. Satya, you did speak about mortality rate a little while earlier. So the mortality rate has also shot up quite a bit. We're reporting about 50 almost every day. So any particular reason behind it?
Late presentation. The main issue for mortality is people presenting quite late. So by the time they come in, the immune system has gone into overdrive. It's a hyper-inflammatory immune system, throwing up clots everywhere in the body. The lung is getting flooded with fluid. And if you put such a patient on a ventilator, no ventilator, nor can anyone, intervene. The only window is test early, isolate early, and treat early. Those are the things, and look for complications very carefully.
All right. All right, Dr. Satya, thank you very much for taking out some time and joining me live on the Facebook page of News 9. Well, the